Hello, it is that wonderful time of year again. That is sarcasm. The holidays. Are you ready? Some of us love the holidays and some of us dread the holidays. And this year in 2020, I have a feeling that a lot of people are moving over to that dreaded side. I have a little bit of both. I'm a Christmas baby. I was born 2 days before Christmas, so I have such a love for Christmas, the traditions, Thanksgiving, cooking, all of the things. I also have struggled with mental illness. I've lost a family member. I've had abusive family members, so I dread it as well. So I've come up with some tips and tricks for those of you that feel powerless, and maybe those of you who feel more powerful, giving you options on and ideas on how you can better help those of us that feel powerless. You know, maybe you're struggling with mental illness and you can't bear seeing people that disrespect you and disrespect your livelihood and your gender and your sexuality. Maybe you've lost a family member and you cannot imagine the holidays without them. Maybe you were supposed to go away to college and get out of a difficult household only to find that you had to do college virtually and you had to stay in said household. Whatever the reason is, I'm here to tell you it's hard. It's so shitty. But you can survive it. I promise you can survive it. And I want to give you some tips to tell you how. So first, let's talk about the people that feel powerless. You know, because of COVID, we have so many more people struggling, loss of work, loss of health, loss of a loved one because of COVID. And now on top of that, mental illness, loss in another way, abuse. There are so many things that pull us down. How can we effectively help ourselves when it's so easy to feel helpless and powerless? Number one, be kind to yourself. Set reasonable goals. Don't overcommit. Give yourself a gift by not putting yourself in a situation in the name of family, because no family is going to dead name you. No family is going to disrespect your livelihood, your gender, your sexuality, your preferences, any of that. That is not healthy. It is abusive. It is not. If you can, find people that bring you joy and that do respect those parts of you. And if you can't find someone, call me and you can come to my house, because I know how painful that is. Number two, be kind to others. I find that when I'm feeling extra down or I'm missing my brother a lot, being kind to someone else in his name and even telling them about him, or even just thinking about him in my head when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, it really helps me. It makes me feel better knowing that I'm helping someone else in memory of that person. Number three, change things up a little bit. I know that routine tends to make me a little bit like dread things that are difficult. So maybe change it up so you get excited. Change, get a new recipe if you cook for people every year. Get your tree. Like some people, because we're in COVID, got their trees already. Who says you can't do that? There's no rules. Just change things up to keep things new, interesting, and fun for yourself. The next one is give yourself a gift of cancellation. I know that sounds weird, but if you have 5 holiday events on the calendar, give yourself the gift of canceling at least one. And when I say that, I don't mean just cancel it and do something else because you don't want to hang out with those people, because just cancel that anyways. I mean cancel something because you have plans with yourself. Take a bath, read a book, relax, take a nap, take yourself to dinner, whatever. One cancellation where you give the gift of that time and that love and that energy back to yourself. I do it every year and it helps me so much because it reminds you who you're doing this all for. Yourself. Now, some tips for those of you that are holiday enthusiasts. I know I drive people up the wall with how giddy I am about the holidays. I mean, trees, lights, festivals, plays, ballets, all the things. How can we use that energy to help people that are struggling instead of just, being self-indulgent? Because in this time of year especially, why can't we help other people with that energy? So, first of all, if you're having a big dinner or an event and you know someone that's by themselves or that's sad, please don't give these kind of invitations. Don't say, "You're welcome to come over, just let me know," or "Please stop by." People that feel like a burden, people that struggle, are not going to come by with that kind of invitation. You need people to you need to make them feel seen and wanted. Maybe an example. You make such a great apple pie, and I don't have anybody bringing pie yet, and I think that you would really get along with everybody that's coming, and I think I'm going to have a table setting out for you, and I would love it if you came and brought that pie, and really you would fit into our group so well. That makes somebody feel seen, wanted, needed. Take that extra step, take your freaking holiday cheer, and put it into somebody else's confidence. It's so important. If that person declines your invitation, or if they can't come, or if they cancel, please don't be mad. Please don't make them feel guilty. Please don't be rude. Understand and give them grace, because maybe your event is the one that they're choosing to cancel so that they can take care of themselves. Maybe that's their gift. Be understanding and just make sure they know that the door is open, always. A lot of people will pull away during this time. They'll isolate. They will not talk to people for days, weeks at a time. If you have someone like that in your life, instead of reaching out or sending a text that just says, "I know this time of year is hard for you. Let me know if you need anything." That drives me up the wall. It's a lot. That's a lot to ask of someone who can't even leave their house. It's not fair. Take the extra step. Do you know that they love Americanos? If they love Americanos, the next time you're in their neighborhood, get a coffee for yourself and get a coffee for them. Take it to them and just say, "I can't stay, but I got you this coffee because I was thinking about you, and I just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. I've got to take off." It's that easy. Let people know that you see them and take the extra step for them to know. This is a really important one. Please don't give advice. If you have somebody coming over that is estranged from their family, that has recently lost a family member, that struggles with mental illness, that is just struggling with the holidays in general, please don't try to psychoanalyze them. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to fix them and their problems. They don't want that. Most of us don't want that. We just want, and if you think they might, ask them first. Do you need help with any of this? If you need suggestions or help, please let me know. But I find that most people just want to be heard. They want to be seen. They want, if you have somebody that comes to your house for the holidays because they're not welcome at their own home or they don't feel safe there, acknowledging that and saying, "I am so sorry. I can't imagine how that feels, but I am so happy you're here with us. I'm so happy." That's all. It's that easy. Just don't try to fix them. They don't want to be fixed. And lastly, and this one is so important, especially in 2020. Be an ally. Use your powers, use that voice chakra, use all of it to be on the right side of history, to stand up for those that cannot stand up for themselves. and use those opportunities to have hard conversations with problematic family members. Period. Yeah, is it gonna make the holidays uncomfortable? Abso-fucking-lutely. But you know what? You said you had all this holiday cheer and spirit. Use that energy to be on the right side of things. If somebody is talking about Trump and their politics, talk about all of the harmful things he's doing to the marginalized communities. If you hear someone using the dead name of another family member, correct them and tell them why that's not okay. If you hear someone misgendering, saying something racist, homophobic, transphobic, ableist, any of those things, stand up, use your voice, and educate. It is the only way those that feel powerless will feel seen, heard, and that they have support and love. So, in short, please remember to take care of yourself over the holidays. But if you are able and privileged enough to be able to find joy and happiness during the holiday season, consider sharing some of it, whether it's financially, emotionally, spiritually, with someone who isn't. Because that is what the holidays are about. That is what having the holiday spirit is really about. Happy holidays, everybody.